Hi, Assalamualaikum Banin and Banat. I hope that you are in a healthy condition and ready to learn for today. So in this week, we will learn again about adjective. This is part 2. Adjective is used to describe nouns. Other than that, you also can use adjective to make comparison, nak buat perbandingan. So there are 3 degrees of comparison. Ada 3 bentuk ya. The first one is positive, the second one is comparative, and the third one is superlative. If you want to show that 2 things are equal, so you may use positive forms. If you want to compare 2 things, nak bandingkan 2 benda, you may use the comparative forms. And if you want to compare 3 things or more, you may use the superlative forms. Okay, I think you are now in a panic or confused mode. Okay, it's okay. Let's learn one by one. We start with the positive form first. Okay, now let's take a look at the picture. What can you see? Farid and his brother. Farid is as tall as his brother. Farid sama tinggi dengan abangnya. So tall is an adjective word. So now, because this is the positive form, we want to say that these 2 guys are having same height, sama tinggi. So we have to put or add s. Okay? There is another example. If let's say you do not want to compare anything, okay, you just want to describe this guy, Farid. Okay, Farid is tall. Tall is an adjective, so this is considered as the positive forms. So I think the positive forms is quite simple. Now let's take a look at the second degrees of comparison, which is we call it comparative. So if let's say if you want to compare 2 things, nak bandingkan 2 benda, so you use comparative. Okay, look at the picture. What can you see? Rabbit and tortoise. Sekarang nak bandingkan rabbit dan tortoise. Rabbit runs faster than tortoise. The adjective is fast, laju. But because we want to compare rabbit and tortoise, kita nak bandingkan rabbit dan kura-kura, kita nak kata rabbit lari dengan laju, so we have to put er, faster, faster. If you realize that there is another word that is than. Okay, so this is another example. You can see there are 2 buses. Ada 2 bus. Bus A is fast. Bus A laju. But bus B is faster. Bus B lebih laju. Fast is an adjective. But because you want to compare, bus B is faster, so we have to put er at the end of the fast. Okay, remember, you have to add er. So you might think, oh senang je Mu'alimah, easy peasy, we just add er, tambah er je. Okay, not really. Okay, you have to really take a look of the words itself. Okay, there is many examples. Now let me share to you. 1 syllable adjective. What is it means by 1 syllable adjective? 1 syllable means satu suku kata. Okay, if the word is satu suku kata, so yes, you just add er, tambah er je. Okay, big, satu suku kata ya. Bigger, tambah er, ger. Sad, sedih. Kalau lebih sedih lagi, sadder, yes, you have to put er. Okay, another example is 2 syllable. 2 syllable, 2 suku kata. Dirty. 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 Dua suku kata. Yes, you just add er. But remember, you have to take a look at the end of the words also. Which one? Which is y. So you have to change y to ier. Okay. Easy. Easy. Look at the end of the words of easy, y. So you have to change it to ier. Okay. Easy, 2 syllables. But what about 3 or more syllables? 3 atau lebih suku kata. For example, difficult, 3 syllables. So in this case, you cannot add er. Tak boleh letak er, ya. So what should you do? You have to add more difficult. Delicious. Delicious. 3 syllables. So you cannot put delicious. You have add er. Okay, that is wrong. So what should you do? You have to add more delicious. Okay, here is another example. Okay, if let's say the end of the word is ing, ier, ing, ed, ful, less. Okay, so these words also you cannot add er for comparative. Jangan tambah er, ya, for comparative. So what should you do? You have to add more. More boring, more worry, more careful, more useless, more interesting. Okay, if you still confused, okay, Mak Alimah, what is that? Boring, more boring. Boring, bosan. More boring, lebih bosan. Worry, susah hati. More worry, lebih susah hati. Careful, hati-hati. More careful, lebih hati-hati. Okay, interesting, menarik. More interesting, lebih menarik. That is comparative adjective. Okay, here's still comparative adjective. There are some words in English we call it irregular. Okay, ada perkataan dalam bahasa Inggeris we call it irregular. So we don't add er or more. Jangan tulis er, jangan tulis more. We have to change whole words. Okay, for example, good. The comparative is better. Bad, worse. Okay, so this is the last forms of degree comparisons, which is we call it superlative. Now let's say if you want to compare 3 things or more, we call it superlative. What is that? Okay, the Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world. Paling tinggi. That is superlative. Paling tinggi in Malay. Tallest. So what can you see from that? The word tall plus est. You have to add est. And if you realize, we also start the words with the. Ada the. Okay, same goes as in comparative previously. Not all the words we have to add est. Bukan semua letak est, ya. Okay, only certain words. For example, for 1 syllable. Untuk 1 suku kata, yes. Big, biggest. Big, besar. Biggest, paling besar. Paling besar, you have to write add est. Sad, sedih. Saddest, sangat sedih. Sangat sedih, so you have to add est. Okay, if let's say the words are in 2 syllables category, dirty, 2 suku kata, ya. So yes, you have to add est, but same again, you have to take a look of the words. If let's say ended with Y, so you have to change it to IEST. Okay? Dirty, kotor. Dirtiest, paling kotor. Easy, senang. Easiest, paling senang. Okay, this is so simple. Okay, but if let's say it is consists of 3 or more syllables, same goes as in comparative previously. Difficult. Kalau nak kata paling susah, most difficult, you have to add most, MOST, tambah MOST. Delicious, sedap, sangat sedap, yes, you have to add most. Okay, same goes as in comparative. Not all the words you have to add EST, IEST. Okay, you have to take a look. There is some words that ended with ing, ed, ful, less, ing. So in superlative, you have to change it to most boring, most worried, most careful, most useless, most interesting. What is most? Paling boring, paling susah hati, sangat berhati-hati, sangat menarik. That is most. We also have irregular words. Yes, we don't have to add EST or most for the superlative. It is same as in comparative forms just now, which is we have to change the whole words. Good, bad, worst. Okay, here is the summary. As you can see here, there is 3 forms of degree comparison: positive, comparative, and superlative. For example, tall, tinggi, taller, lebih tinggi, tallest, paling tinggi. Okay, you may notice that we have to add ER for comparative, and we have to add EST for superlative, but not all the words. Okay, for example, difficult, because the words consist of 3 syllables, so we cannot add ER or EST, but we have to put more and most for superlative. Okay, same goes to the irregular words. We cannot add ER or more or EST or most, but we have to change all the words: good, better, best. Okay, this is your homework. Please help me to complete the table. Okay, Banin and Banan, I think that's all for now. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum.